Welcome along everyone to another Ground Attack video. Dan here, and I wanted to talk a little bit about mobile gaming today. In particular, mobile gaming as well as streaming and content creation. Now, many of you are aware that mobile gaming is a huge business and it's becoming more and more popular by the day. It's especially taken off in developing countries. And so we're having a big influx of content creators making content for mobile games as well as streaming them. Now, a lot of people tend to have one phone and they'll use that phone to play on, to stream, and to do everything they would do in their normal everyday lives. But the problem with that is that if you're constantly gaming, and if say you're streaming and you're streaming a game for 4 hours plus and you've got your phone plugged in, that's a problem because it's going to damage your battery health. There aren't many solutions out there to this. Some people will have an extra device that they use primarily just for the gaming, streaming, content creation stuff, and then they'll have a separate device that they use every day. So some people might buy something like an ROG phone that's dedicated to gaming that they can just plug in and use it to their heart's content without any worry about battery degradation. But what if you are just a person that has one phone? You can't afford to have multiple devices. What's the best route for you? Well, I'm going to suggest something that most people probably haven't thought of, and that is a Sony Xperia. So what is it about Xperia that makes it perfect for mobile gamers, streamers, content creators? Well, there's a couple of things. First off, you've got the 21:9 aspect ratio screen. Now, if you're playing something along the lines of League of Legends Wild Rift or Mobile Legends, those sort of MOBA titles, even something like PUBG or any other third-person shooter, the 21:9 screen is giving you a wider field of view. It's almost like playing on an ultra-wide on a PC. So you can see more of the surrounding area, more of the on-screen action, and that gives you an advantage. So that's just one little thing. For those of you that are a little bit more competitive, it gives you a little bit more of a competitive edge. And of course, the Xperia phones have the latest chipset. So the latest Xperia 1 Mark III and 5 Mark III, they're both running the Snapdragon 888. Even if you go back a year to the Mark IIs, they're running the Snapdragon 865, which runs the majority of games extremely well. But there is one feature that you will not find on any other smartphone out there, and that is HS power control. Now that stands for heat suppression power control. Essentially the way that it works is that it sends the power from your charger into the phone, but it pretty much bypasses the battery. So this means that your battery health is not going to be damaged by having your phone plugged in constantly whilst playing a game. This makes a big difference for performance as well, because obviously if you had throttling due to thermal issues, which you're likely to get more of because you've got the charger plugged in at the same time, you're charging the battery's discharging straight away, that's a lot of heat. So heat suppression, power control, the clue is in the name, it stops this happening. So your phone's not going to overheat as much. Obviously the phone's still going to get warm because the chipset is still going to get warm whilst in use. So that's normal, but the problem there is obviously for those using other phones is that you get a lot of heat from charging the battery at the same time. So this is a way of reducing down the thermal issues. It doesn't degrade the battery as much, and obviously your battery health will stay good, and you're not going to be ruining that over the space of, you know, maybe 2-3 years of using a device. Now obviously if you're a streamer in particular, this feature's gold dust. You won't find it anywhere else. It's only on Xperia, and that is going to mean that you don't damage your battery and you still have a phone that's going to perform really well for everyday use. And if you then throw in the other features you can find in the game launcher, like flashback recording of clips and being able to specify the level of performance you want from the phone, you have what is to me the perfect package for the mobile gaming streaming greats out there. Let me know what you think in the comments. What device do you play on or stream with, whatever that may be? Do you think HS power control is a feature that you would like to have on your device? let me know. I've been Dan, this has been Grounded Tech, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, that's nice. It's wonderful.